8 Secrets of Reading Body Language. 1. Learn to detect normal behavior. How to read a stranger's body language. Study the behavior of your acquaintances. You need to start with normal behavior. Profilers call this creating a baseline. It helps identify deviations in behavior. You can detect when a person is under stress. Detecting changes warns you of possible problems. 2. Follow the conversation. The first conversation should be on general subjects. Watch how the person behaves during the conversation. Take note of their talkativeness, gestures, and eye contact. Then move on to a more challenging subject. You should notice a change. Look for clues given out by the body under stress. 3. Note the blinking. Eye contact is important. When it's direct, it can signify truthfulness. But more important is the blink rate. Blinking is one of the micro-expressions. Micro-expressions are tiny body gestures that can't be controlled. People blink about 20 times a minute. It's an unconscious act. Some people think that looking away means lying. But liars usually look straight ahead. They want to convince you they're telling the truth, but their blink rate will give them away. Take note of rapid blinking or no blinking at all. These are signs of stress or lying. 4. Watch for mismatches in the body language. It's especially useful in yes or no questions. People nod or shake their heads. If the answer doesn't match the movement, it's a red flag. Liars sometimes do it unconsciously. 5. Look for self-soothing gestures. These include stroking the feet, hands, or hair. It can be a sign of lying. Suspects often rub their body parts during interrogations. They may even hug themselves. People calm themselves down when they're stressed. Touching the neck can signal stress or discomfort. Touching the neck dimple is a sign of distress and insecurity. Rubbing the chest can indicate stress or anxiety. It also signals discomfort or worry. The tilted head signals interest and engagement. It shows attentiveness and agreement. Squinting is also a sign, but it can have many meanings. Pay attention to squinting, coupled with frowning. 6. Listen for qualifiers. Some words intensify or diminish another word. They are called qualifiers. These are words like honestly, absolutely, never, etc. Liars often use them to convince people. No additional words are needed if you're telling the truth. 7. Listen for details. People describe a familiar place in detail. They mention things like shape, color, or design. But the unknown is impossible to describe, so vague descriptions may be used to disguise lies. 8. Learn to identify distancing tactics. It isn't natural to lie, so liars use the so-called distancing tactic. For example, they avoid using names. They prefer vague pronouns, such as he instead of John.